Not everyone who smiles at you is good for your soul. In life, the people you surround yourself with can either pull you closer to Allah or quietly drag you away. Islam isn't just about prayer and fasting, it's also about who you choose to walk beside on your journey of faith. Allah and His Messenger, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, gave us clear warnings about certain types of individuals, people whose character, habits, and influence are spiritually dangerous. They may appear harmless, even friendly, but their presence slowly poisons your heart, your mindset, and your connection with Allah. In this video, we'll explore 5 types of people you must avoid at all costs, with clear guidance from the Qur'an and Hadith. These are not just casual warnings, they are serious red flags that every believer must recognize. Stay with me until the end. This may just protect your Iman in ways you never realized. Type 1. The arrogant, a dangerous spiritual disease. Arrogance is a trait that deeply corrupts the heart. It is not just about pride in one's appearance or wealth, it's the dangerous belief that one is superior to others. In Islam, arrogance is considered one of the gravest sins because it directly challenges the humility that Allah loves in His servants. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "No one who has an atom's weight of pride in his heart will enter paradise." Sahih Muslim. This warning is not merely about arrogance in words, but arrogance in attitude, how one treats others, refuses correction, and even rejects truth when it comes from someone perceived as lesser. Arrogant individuals often dismiss advice, mock others, and refuse to acknowledge their mistakes. They feed their ego and belittle those around them. This toxic behavior creates division, spreads negativity, and distances a person from Allah's mercy. Shaitan himself was cast out of paradise for his arrogance when he refused to bow to Adam alayhi salam, saying, "I am better than him." Surah Al-Araf 7:12. Being around arrogant people can be spiritually draining. Their presence breeds competition, resentment, and pride in gatherings where humility should thrive. Islam teaches us to stay grounded, to walk on the earth with humility, and to constantly check our intentions. Surrounding yourself with humble people helps you grow in character and faith, but associating with the arrogant can harden your heart, make you judgmental, and distance you from the path of righteousness. Avoid them, not out of hatred, but to protect your soul. Pray for them, but don't let their pride become your downfall. Remember, true greatness in Islam lies in humility before Allah and kindness toward His creation. Type 2. The habitual liar, a destroyer of trust and faith. Lying is more than just a sin. It is a habit that eats away at a person's character and destroys the foundation of trust in any relationship. In Islam, truthfulness is a core value, while lying is one of the traits that leads a person closer to hypocrisy. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam warned us, "Truthfulness leads to righteousness, and righteousness leads to paradise." A man keeps on telling the truth until he is recorded with Allah as a truthful person. Lying leads to wickedness, and wickedness leads to hell. A man keeps on lying until he is recorded with Allah as a liar. Sahih Bukhari and Muslim. A habitual liar is someone who lies frequently and without remorse. It becomes second nature to them, whether it's to manipulate, to escape responsibility, or to impress others. Over time, this pattern of lying creates a false identity, and the person begins to lose even their own sense of reality. Being close to such a person is dangerous. They twist facts, create confusion, and often drag others into deceitful situations. Their lies can ruin reputations, break families, and cause deep emotional harm. Moreover, when someone becomes desensitized to lying, their heart darkens and they begin to feel no guilt or shame before Allah. Lying is also a sign of weak Iman, faith. A believer is expected to speak the truth even when it's difficult, because pleasing Allah should always come before pleasing people. When you keep company with a liar, it becomes harder to distinguish truth from falsehood, and eventually you risk falling into the same habit. Avoid the habitual liar, not to judge them, but to protect your integrity. Be among those who speak with honesty, even in silence. Type 3. The backbiter, poisoning hearts in silence. Backbiting is one of the most destructive social sins, and yet it is also one of the most common. It involves speaking about someone behind their back in a way they would dislike, even if what is said is true. In Islam, this act is compared to something shockingly vile. Allah says in the Qur'an, "Would one of you like to eat the flesh of his dead brother? You would detest it." Surah Al-Hujurat 49:12. Backbiters often hide behind casual conversations and seemingly harmless gossip. But every word uttered in someone's absence, meant to mock, expose, or humiliate, counts in the sight of Allah. These words are not lost. They are recorded, and they create deep wounds in the hearts of others, even when unheard. The presence of a backbiter in your life can lead you into sinful conversations without even realizing it. They plant seeds of negativity, suspicion, and jealousy, making it harder for you to maintain good thoughts about others. Such people often enjoy drama and division, feeding off the downfall of others to boost their own sense of importance. Moreover, listening to backbiting is also sinful. The listener becomes a silent partner in the sin. That's why the Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, instructed us to defend our fellow Muslims when they are spoken about unjustly, saying that whoever protects the honor of his brother, Allah will protect his face from the hellfire. Tirmidhi. To maintain a clean heart and healthy relationships, we must avoid those who make it a habit to speak ill of others. Choose companions who guard their tongues and uplift others with sincerity. When we protect others from our tongues, Allah protects us in ways we cannot imagine. Type 4. The envious, carriers of silent destruction. Envy, or hasad, is a hidden disease of the heart that causes a person to resent the blessings Allah has given to others. An envious person doesn't just desire what someone else has. They often wish that the other person loses it. This dark emotion can lead to harmful intentions, toxic behavior, and even spiritual downfall. The Prophet Muhammad, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, warned us, "Beware of envy, for it consumes good deeds just as fire consumes wood." Abu Dawud. Unlike jealousy, which may motivate someone to work harder, envy stems from bitterness. It reflects dissatisfaction with Allah's divine wisdom and provision. People who are envious can be subtle. They may appear supportive on the outside, but inside they are disturbed by your success, your peace, or even your faith. They might downplay your achievements, mock your efforts, or spread negativity to dim your light, all while pretending to be close to you. Being around envious individuals drains your emotional energy. They create unnecessary competition, sow distrust, and celebrate your failures more than your victories. Even worse, their toxic energy can cause you to doubt yourself and become ungrateful for your own blessings. Islam teaches us to purify our hearts from envy and to seek refuge from its harm. Allah says in Surah Al-Falaq, "And from the evil of the envier when he envies." 113:5. This shows us that envy can be spiritually damaging. even dangerous. Avoiding the envious is not about arrogance or judgment. It's about protecting your peace and safeguarding your blessings. Surround yourself with those who make dua for you, who celebrate your success sincerely, and who remind you to thank Allah for every good in your life. Because a clean heart invites mercy, while an envious one repels it. Type 5. The one who neglects salah. Spiritually disconnected salah is the heartbeat of a believer's connection with Allah. It is the first thing we'll be asked about on the Day of Judgment and the ultimate sign of devotion. So, when someone treats salah as unimportant, delaying it, skipping it, or abandoning it completely, it is a sign of spiritual danger. In the Qur'an, Allah describes the hypocrites as those who stand for prayer lazily, only to be seen by people, and they do not remember Allah except a little. Surah An-Nisa 4:1-42. Neglecting salah reflects a heart that is becoming distant from its creator, and this distance slowly weakens the soul. Someone who consistently neglects prayer may also influence others to do the same. Their actions send a silent message that salah is not essential, normalizing a dangerous attitude among friends and family. When you spend time with such individuals, your own commitment to prayer can begin to slip, first missing one, then delaying another, until the routine crumbles. Moreover, salah is not just an obligation, it's protection. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "The covenant that distinguishes between us and them, disbelievers, is the prayer. Whoever neglects it has disbelieved." Tirmidhi. While scholars have explained this hadith with various interpretations, the message remains clear. Abandoning salah is no small matter. Being around people who prioritize salah strengthens your own faith. Their reminders, their discipline, and their love for prayer inspire you to do better. But surrounding yourself with those who are heedless can pull you away from the path, sometimes without you even realizing it. Protect your salah and protect your environment. Choose companions who uplift your deen, who remind you to stand before Allah, even when the world is distracting you. Because when salah is lost, everything else begins to fall apart. May Allah bless you with righteous friends who bring you closer to Him and protect your heart from the harm of those who don't. Remember, your company shapes your character, and in Islam, that matters deeply. If you found this reminder helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to Inner Deen for more soul-nourishing content. Comment below. Ya Allah, surround me with people who remind me of you. Let's make that our shared dua today and trust that Allah will answer in the most beautiful way. Until next time, stay guided, stay connected.